You're watching Past Perfect, where America's greatest legends return in vivid detail. This nation was not only built by presidents, but by inventors, dreamers, and voices of freedom. Benjamin Franklin, the Wright Brothers, Mark Twain, Walt Disney, John F. Kennedy. Names that shaped a country remembered in triumph and in tragedy. But our number one remains the soul of the nation, a leader who ended slavery and redefined liberty itself. That's why in this countdown, we begin at number 20 and ascend through 20 icons who defined the American spirit. With AI and history reborn, we reveal American figures as you've never seen them before. If you enjoy this journey through the past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. So, stand tall beneath the stars and stripes, and let the countdown begin. Number 20. Clara Barton, born 1821, died 1912. Known as the Angel of the Battlefield, she walked among cannon fire and chaos. With bandages in her hands and courage in her heart, she treated soldiers where they fell. Her compassion saved thousands, turning despair into a chance at survival. After the war, she carried her mission further, founding the American Red Cross. Her name became a symbol of mercy, etched into the story of America's healing. From the quiet strength of compassion, we now take flight with number 19. Number 19. Orville Wright, born 1871, died 1948. Wilbur Wright, born 1867, died 1912. Two brothers from Ohio with a dream larger than the sky itself. In 1903, at Kitty Hawk, their machine lifted from the Earth just 12 seconds, yet history forever changed. They faced ridicule, doubt, and endless failures, but never abandoned the pursuit of flight. Their invention rewrote the map of the world, shrinking oceans, uniting nations, and sparking an age of aviation. From bicycle mechanics to pioneers of the air, the Wright brothers proved that dreams could conquer gravity. And from the open skies, we drive forward to number 18. Number 18. Henry Ford, born 1863, died 1947. The man who put America on wheels, he believed cars should serve the many, not just the rich. In 1908, the Model T rolled onto the roads, sturdy, simple, and affordable. But Ford's true revolution was the assembly line, a system that transformed industry forever. Factories now moved with mechanical rhythm, and the modern age roared to life on four wheels. He was admired, criticized, even feared, yet his vision reshaped the 20th century. From engines of steel and speed, we turn back in time to number 17. Number 17. Thomas Jefferson, born 1743, died 1826. The author of the Declaration of Independence, he gave America its most enduring words, "All men are created equal." A philosopher, inventor, and statesman, Jefferson dreamed of a republic built on liberty and reason. As the nation's third president, he doubled its size with the Louisiana Purchase. But contradictions shadowed his legacy, a champion of freedom who kept others enslaved. Still, his pen and his vision helped shape the foundation of democracy itself. From ideals written on parchment, we march onward to number 16. Number 16. Andrew Jackson, born 1767, died 1845. A war hero of 1812, he rose from frontier fighter to the presidency. Beloved by many as the people's president, he shattered old elites and brought power to the common man. But his legacy is tangled in blood and controversy, the trail of tears, a chapter of sorrow under his watch. Fiery, stubborn, unrelenting Jackson left a mark that still divides America. A hero to some, a villain to others, his name endures in the nation's story of struggle and survival. If you're enjoying this journey through America's past, make sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support helps bring more legends back to life. And now from a president of iron, will we ride with number 15. Number 15. Ulysses S. Grant, born 1822, died 1885. The quiet West Point graduate who became the Union's unstoppable general. Through blood and fire of the Civil War, he forced surrender at Appomattox, ending the conflict. As the 18th President of the United States, he fought for Reconstruction and civil rights. Yet scandals in his administration cast shadows over his leadership. Still, his name endures as a soldier of resolve, a man who held the Union together. From the smoke of battle, we now hear the ring of invention in number 14. Number 14. Alexander Graham Bell, born 1847, died 1922. A teacher of the deaf, he sought to give voice where silence reigned. In 1876, his invention rang out the first telephone carrying words across distance. That single call transformed communication, shrinking the world with every connection. Bell continued to experiment from sound to flight to optical machines. His restless mind never ceased to search, pushing the boundaries of possibility. From the chime of a bell, we step into the world of dreams with number 13. Number 13. Walt Disney, born 1901, died 1966. The boy with a pencil and a dream he built, worlds where imagination had no limits. With Mickey Mouse, Snow White, and countless wonders, he brought joy to millions across the globe. Disneyland rose from orange groves, a kingdom where fantasy walked hand in hand with reality. But behind the magic lay endless work, a perfectionist who pushed every detail to life. Criticized, doubted, and even bankrupt, he always came back with something greater. From a dreamer with ink and film, we turn to the fighter for justice in number 12. Number 12. Susan B. Anthony, born 1820, died 1906. A voice that would not be silenced, she stood at the forefront of the fight for women's rights. She campaigned for suffrage, believing the ballot was the key to true equality. Her tireless marches and fiery speeches ignited a movement that outlived her lifetime. Though she never cast a legal vote, her name became a symbol of justice and persistence. Her face graced the dollar coin, a lasting tribute to her struggle. From the podium of reform, we turn to the pen of number 11. Number 11. Mark Twain, born 1835, died 1910. Samuel Clemens, the man behind the name, captured the soul of America with his pen. Through Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn, he painted the Mississippi with humor and truth. He was a satirist, a traveler, a voice of conscience mocking hypocrisy while celebrating freedom. Fame brought him glory, but also debt, and his later years were shadowed by sorrow. Yet his words endure a mirror of America, both bright and bitter. If you're enjoying this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Your support helps keep history alive. From the wit of a storyteller, we rise to the courage of number 10. Number 10. Frederick Douglass, born 1818, died 1895. Born into slavery, he taught himself to read and write in secret. Words became his weapon, speeches his fire against the chains of bondage. As an abolitionist author and statesman, he stood before crowds unafraid to tell the truth. His autobiography shook the conscience of a nation, a story of courage and unbreakable will. From the slave cabin to the White House, Douglass proved the power of freedom's voice. And from the voice of liberty, we charge forward to number 9. Number 9. Theodore Roosevelt, born 1858, died 1919. The sickly boy who remade himself, becoming the Rough Rider of San Juan Hill. As the 26th president, he carried a big stick and a boundless energy. He fought for conservation, protecting forests, rivers, and wild frontiers. He broke monopolies, built the Panama Canal, and placed America firmly on the world stage. Larger than life, fearless in spirit, Roosevelt embodied the progressive age. From the charge of a cowboy president, we take flight once more with number 8. Number 8. Amelia Earhart, born 1897, disappeared 1937. The girl who gazed at the sky and became the woman who conquered it. In 1932, she flew solo across the Atlantic, a feat that made her a global icon. She shattered barriers for women, proving courage knows no gender. But her greatest journey ended in mystery, vanishing over the Pacific on her round-the-world flight. Her name remains eternal, a symbol of daring and unfinished destiny. From clouds of mystery and courage, we see the light of number 7. Number 7. Thomas Edison, born 1847, died 1931. The Wizard of Menlo Park, a restless mind who turned ideas into inventions. He gave the world the phonograph, the motion picture camera, and above all, light. With the electric bulb night itself surrendered to human hands. Edison's labs became factories of innovation, but his battles with rivals were fierce and relentless. Admired as a genius, criticized as a thief, he embodied both brilliance and ambition. From the glow of invention, we march toward the fires of crisis with number 6. Number 6. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, born 1882, died 1945. Stricken by polio, he rose from a wheelchair to lead a nation. Through the Great Depression, his New Deal offered hope in darkest times. When war engulfed the world, he became the steady voice of democracy. 4 terms in office guiding America from despair to determination. Yet behind the calm smile he carried pain and secrets few ever saw. His leadership reshaped the modern presidency, a beacon in crisis, a legacy of endurance. If this journey through history inspires you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Your support keeps these legends alive. From the fires of war and recovery, we step back in time to number 5. Number 5. Benjamin Franklin, born 1706, died 1790. A printer, philosopher, and inventor, he became one of the brightest minds of the Enlightenment. With kites and keys, he unlocked the secrets of lightning. Bifocals, stoves, almanacs, his inventions touched everyday life. But Franklin was more than a tinkerer. He was a diplomat who won allies for American independence. A founding father, a man of wit and wisdom, he left behind words still quoted centuries later. From the spark of genius and diplomacy, we move to the tragedy and promise of number 4. Number 4. John Fitzgerald Kennedy, born 1917, died 1963. The youngest man ever elected president, he brought hope with his call to ask, not what your country can do for you. He stared down the Cuban Missile Crisis, guiding the world back from the edge of nuclear war. Kennedy inspired a generation with the space race, promising the moon before the decade was done. But his 1,000 days were cut short-ended by an assassin's bullet in Dallas. The image of Camelot, bright, youthful, unfinished, still lingers in America's memory. From the shining promise of a young leader, we turn to the bedrock of the nation with number 3. Number 3. George Washington, born 1732, died 1799. The commander who led ragged troops to victory against the greatest empire of his age. At Valley Forge, through hunger and frost, his resolve held an army together. When the revolution was won, he laid down his sword for the birth of a republic. As the first president, he shaped the office with humility and strength. Offered a crown, he chose instead to step away, proving that power could yield to principle. From the father of a nation, we rise to the dream of number 2. Number 2. Martin Luther King Jr., born 1929, died 1968. A Baptist preacher with a thunderous voice, he turned faith into a force for justice. Marching through Montgomery, Birmingham, and Selma, he faced dogs, fire hoses, and jail cells without fear. His words lit the conscience of a nation. I have a dream echoing across the Lincoln Memorial. The Nobel Peace Prize crowned his struggle, but hatred and violence stalked his steps. In Memphis, an assassin's bullet cut him down, yet his dream still marches on. From the voice of freedom and hope, we arrive at the soul of America number 1. Number 1. Abraham Lincoln, born 1809, died 1865. The rail splitter who rose from frontier poverty to become the 16th President of the United States. In the crucible of Civil War, he held a fractured Union together. With the Emancipation Proclamation, he struck chains for millions, redefining freedom itself. His words at Gettysburg, "Government of the people, by the people, for the people," still guide democracy across the world. But victory came with tragedy. At Ford's Theater, an assassin's bullet silenced him, yet his legacy endures as the soul of America. From Clara Barton's mercy on the battlefield to Lincoln's unyielding fight for freedom, 20 legends have risen again. Each carried courage, invention, or vision, and together they forged the American story. Their voices remind us that history lives on, etched in memory and reborn through AI and storytelling proof that the past is never truly gone. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Past Perfect for more history brought to life.